Hello YouTube, welcome back to Old Guy Plays 1969 for some more City Skylines 1. A slower paced city build. This is episode 31. We're going into Senior Citizen City. Let's pop on in here to the game feed. I do apologize, I am at least a couple days behind in posting a video for this series. As some of you may be aware, and then some of you that may not be aware, you know, where I'm an older person, sometimes I have medical issues that pop up that prevent me from doing the things I love. And one of the issues I have is sometimes my knees, and well, I should say not my knees, but my legs will ache from my knees down. And sitting in a chair for any length of time just kills me, so I find myself in bed, just, you know, scrolling videos with my legs propped up. I've tried different things. Now I had somebody suggest maybe try some compression socks. Right now I'm just kind of waiting to get tests done, so it's going to be a little while before I get blood work back, x-rays done to see if there's anything that I can physically see going on with my legs. So again, long story short, I apologize for not having that video up. Certainly, you know, do my best to try to post my videos on time. Now lately I've been a little sluggish with them, mainly because of that reason, but the other reason too is that I've been trying to figure out YouTube's algorithm, because sometimes I'll get lots of views on a video and then I'll post up another one of this series and you'd be thinking, okay, so that should be average, I should get about 40-50 views or something on this, and then you get 4, and it's like, what? So it's like a wave going up and down kind of thing, and I don't know how it gets served. They give you a minimalistic data for you to look at as far as your videos go. It unfortunately doesn't tell you things like, okay, these are definite bots, these are definite people, and here's where your channel peaks in the day or whatever. It's like they want you to reach a certain subscriber base and get to the point where they can make money off of you too before they'll open up your YouTube and let you get more of those details. But anyway, enough about my woes. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying life. I know I am. I couldn't be happier. So what I'm actually going to try today is, you know, we went ahead and we put these in, kind of slap them down, try to help with the traffic situation. But then I got to thinking, some of the really big major cities in the US, and even some of them in Canada, what they'll have is they'll have their main road, but then what they'll do is they'll have like a highway that'll run over the top of it, and then they'll just ramp it down so you can get off the ramp. So, you know, more commonly referred to as a freeway. So they put the freeway above the regular roads to cut down on said traffic. Okay, let's get this game running so we're making bucks. So I thought I would maybe run that experiment today and give it a go. Like maybe take this whole entire highway. Oh great, why is it I start recording then I gotta sneeze? And I hate editing videos, so I do apologize. So I'm gonna sneeze here in a second. Oh, I knew it was coming. Sorry about that, folks. Did my best to turn away. At least I warned you so that you could pull your headset away from your ears. Anyway, so I'm going to try that today, because maybe what I'd like to do here, instead of having this typical style of overpass, down here, they kind of just run the highway and then they kind of curve off. And I got to thinking, well, if there was an entire highway up here that the trucks could take, that wanted to continue straight on, they could, instead of getting tied up in all this. Because I have watched this, and this is strictly for turning, but well, I suppose, you know, there's garbage, the biofuel trucks, the garbage is trying to get in there, because the only real garbage area we had was up here. And garbage trucks and things of that nature, service vehicles, they will always take the fastest road that's available to them. So of course this is a 100 series highway, so they'll jump. Ugh. Now my yawn trigger's gone. Oh my god. but they'll head for the highway basically, instead of coming down these smaller roads. So what I was thinking was, if I built the highway up top and then put slower roads on the bottom, it may entice the traffic to take the upper tier freeway if they want to drive straight on, and then if they absolutely do need to come down into town, they can take a ramp and go. Because this here is this is tough, what I'm looking at here. But I do realize it's all traffic that's got to get where they got to get, and I don't even have any traffic lights in there, but this poor guy won't move, right? Very few cars are going at one time here. Yeah, like 5 or 6 cars went, and that was it. We got hardly any of them off of the highway. So part of me is wondering if I slowed the speed down, say on one of these roads, and then went ahead and built the road above it and made the speed faster. Maybe the service trucks would take the fastest route and then cut down, where the regular traffic would just go underneath. But I don't know if that's going to work in this case, because I mean, where these guys are coming from, which is this facility here, come and remove garbage and that sort of thing. What's this one? Waste processing complex. They're going to want to come off of here. They're going to want to go up this ramp, and they're going to want to zip down this highway. Now, if I make it slower so it's less enticing, I mean, they may leave here and come down here and go this way. They may. Let's see. Let's get out the pick-a tool, as Biffa likes to say. Pick-a. So anyway, this highway. So this one here, the speed on it's 60. And then if we were to pick this road over here, I believe the speed's 100, which it is. So the highway is more enticing than this road over here. So what I'd have to do is slow this road all the way down to 40 or 50. And I think really the only way to achieve that would be to use the regular roads that are here. Because these particular roads, these regular residential roads, I think the speed on them is like, what, 40? Yeah. So they're one of the lowest speed roads in the game. So, you know, given that, the traffic most likely is going to want to go this way if the speed is 60 through here. I don't know. I kind of thought maybe today we would run an experiment with that and just see if we played around with the roadways a little bit. Could we entice the traffic to not go this way if the speed on this road was slower? But if I gave them a faster route on top, it would keep them from all getting together, and then there'd be one way for them to funnel in. I think the biggest problem is that there's just too many junctions here. There's a junction here, there's a junction here, there's a junction here, and that slows traffic down. Could I maybe get away with turning and putting a road in here? I mean, would that help? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to our highway roads. Go to a highway ramp. Let's just see. I'm curious. If we turn anarchy on so we can get away with doing it. Ish. So I want to use the curved tool. So if we want to bend this puppy a little bit. Ugh. Okay, no, I think we're good there. And then go straight. I'm concerned it's running right over that other asset. Yeah, it's breaking this other asset. But maybe if we use move it, maybe we could, I don't know, maybe move it over. I'm thinking. Yeah. I'll shut that one off and let's our move it mod here. Let's see, can we nudge it over? Let's nudge it over again. It's still showing as broke. I don't think. But this here is kind of flubbed. Do that to it. Move this node. Pull it in. Try that. This whole thing is kind of porky porky, or horky porky, as Biffa would say. I don't know. We could try that. See if the cars will exit off a little bit sooner. It does seem like what's going on is the cars here are all wanting to make a left. And the more I look at this, there is a way for them to get over to go here, but they're not seeming to favor that. I mean, this is a 2-lane road. I don't see any of the traffic kind of taking that. It's a 2-way highway with a speed of 100. You would think that would be a way they'd want to go. Because I'm seeing some service trucks, but I'm not seeing any garbage trucks want to make that trek underneath. Yeah, I really don't. Because they could come down. Okay, let's see if there's an issue somewhere. They could come down to here, and then they get onto this road. What's the speed of this one? That could be it. Because they're dropping down to a 60 speed road, and they can stay 100 all the way on this down. And I think even the ramp is rated higher. I think ramps are rated at what, 80 speed? Let's look. Yeah. I bet you that's exactly what's causing the problem. Also, that's just a one-way road. So you come up here and then you have no choice but to go back on the highway. So no wonder none of those cars or trucks are going this way. Okay, I think I had a vision for this in mind at one time, but that's not working. So let's go to a 2-lane highway. Let's go to the upgrade tool. Let's take anarchy off and just try to replace this with a 2-lane highway. Ouch. Adding trees in and stuff. Ah, crap. Let's pause this. I'm breaking everything. I think I picked the wrong thing. I should have taken that off of that and selected this one. Let's see if that's the case. Straight. Yep. Down. Up. Two-lane highway. Upgrade. Okay. Now I broke my walking path over here. Okay, I think I fixed it. Let's unpause. Pedestrians are still walking. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's change this too. Let's upgrade this to, I don't want a bridge. Regular mode. Pick this and we want to upgrade. That says two-lane highway, but it's a two-lane one-way highway. Yeah, a one-way highway with two lanes. Okay, so I just mucked up again. I just grabbed the wrong one. One lane going in each direction. This is what we want. Let's change this. Okay. Now what do we got here? We got lights in here. We do. Turn the effing lights off. See if that makes a difference. Now there's cars taking this ramp here now. Still not quite achieving what I would like it to. What's going on here? No, they can go straight or they can turn. Just, I guess there's a part of me that doesn't understand, if you're a service truck, why you would come out of here and not just turn left and go into this and boom, up the highway. Why would you take this, go all the way down, and then make a turn here and go back up the highway? I mean, I'm not seeing any now. I guess if you wanted to get over here, and you were coming from here, or coming down this way, like you're coming down this highway, how do you get over here? You'd have to cut off here. That'll still get you in. Yeah, I don't know why the cars are doing that. That doesn't make, some of them have. Let's see if we can, oh, there goes a garbage truck. Biofuel truck. So, I wonder if that'll mean less biofuel trucks going this way. Because when I looked at this lineup before, there was quite a ton of garbage trucks on it. And it doesn't appear right now to have a lot of garbage trucks on it. It's looking good so far. So, yeah, when we first started this, we had some yellow going on. Okay, we're not consuming electricity as bad as we were either. You're still getting some backup there. just don't understand why a truck would come down here and turn. I'm gonna have to watch one of them go because I just don't understand that. Grab a drink. Because for me, there's only two ways to get onto this back road here. Well, pardon me. Yeah, there's two ways. You either come out here, make a left and go down, or you come from here or the highway and make a left and come down. So why would you come down this way and pass this? So that clearly means you don't want to go to this side of the city. Come here and then make a right at this junction and go back up the highway. See, where's the mail truck going? No, he went on straight. He went on straight. Delivery van. He's turning. Okay, why are you going back up this way? My guess is going to be he's going to bypass this ramp. No, he just looped around the way he came, but why? Okay, he's one of my landfills is full. Oh, the cemetery. All right, let's start emptying this. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. I mean, he wants to get over here, so if you wanted to get over here, why didn't you go this way? Or why didn't you come off of here, take this ramp, go up, grab this one and go in? Why didn't you go that way? You would think it'd be shorter. And this factory over here is not, they're not getting any metal. Got a waste transfer plant there. Okay, all right, let's go back to the initial issue that we were talking about when I started this episode. And that was traffic, traffic, traffic. All right, let's bring up the traffic. Okay, so another problem area they say is really busy is through here. He's exporting animal products. Okay. Exporting petroleum, exporting animal, exporting agriculture. Exporting agriculture products. Okay, so it's kind of like everything from the farm here is getting exported out, and it's coming out of the farm out of here, going down and grabbing this highway. Yeah, well, it is the only way out of there. Yay, academic year, and yet we're down 12 students. We're 2 toga parties. Yep. Excuse me. Could we, besides having this, could we provide an alternative route over here to get out to the highway? The other thing too is that this here traffic from the cargo has to come up here and it has to go up this, and they most definitely have to go down here, travel this road to get on to this highway. They either got to exit off here to get on the highway and continue on out of the city, go up that ramp. It's a 2-lane highway. Try another ramp. I'm just curious if I took straight ramp here and just I gotta turn anarchy on to make that work. Just veered it off there. So I go ahead and I veer the road off there. And none of those transport trucks really got to come down here unless they want to get into this part of the city, which some of them do because it's causing a backup over here too. I think there's a lot of them that just want to hit the highway. And these agriculture guys, they want to get out onto the highway too. And watching this, that's what it seems like's going on. Some are going over to that part and some are going down that way to get on the highway. Putting that little offshoot in there kind of slowed down the traffic here a little bit, but really when I'm stopping and thinking about that, that section wasn't all that busy anyway. Where's a good biffa or a good city planner plays guy when you need one? Yeah, so I don't really think that is helping us at all, that little offshoot. You know, or is it? Because those guys from there, if they do come down, I mean, they can still run along this highway and then duck in there. They do got a path to eventually get on that highway. I'm kind of wondering, would it be better to put dirt road here, connect this up, and then put another dirt road over here to connect up here, so that they got two ways to go? And it probably will all start going this way because it's a shorter distance to the ramp. That would cut down all the traffic here. Not all of it, but some of it. Okay, so maybe we need to start referring to this as the experimental episode, where we experiment with things and try to figure out what's the best course of action. Okay, so let's give them alternate route to get out of the farming. Add a road there too. Let's just see, let it run for a bit. Let's just see what they'll do. Okay, so these are returning to facilities. So these tractors here are coming in from somewhere. Right here. Is he turning off? Yeah. Returning to large grain silo. Okay, so these are guys here that are coming in from outside of our city zone, and they're veering off and coming down to get into agriculture. And then these guys here are filling up at the facilities, grabbing their goods, and taking them out of the facility. Now we're gonna need a garbage pickup over here, I see. Okay, well, I did notice by putting that in, it did kind of do that. There's less traffic hitting out of this connection here to go on this. They're kind of going this way to do it instead. Yeah, and I got more coming this way as well to get into the city. Mm-hmm. You know, I think all that did was create more traffic. That had the opposite effect, I think, of what I was going for there. Most definitely. And it really didn't help the traffic at all. Sure, it gave them another route, but I find most of the cars seem to be coming out of this corner of the city to get out of the highway, because they don't really have in this section any other way to get out except for down here. No, this doesn't connect off onto the highway, this section of road. You have no way out over here. They have to go up that way, or travel all the way down here and come out this way. But if you lived over here, you worked over here, this junction is shorter. So I think I see where this issue is occurring. And I'm wondering now if I might be able to get away with putting a slip road in this way. Well, let's run another experiment. Let's take that anarchy off. With some snapping. Already occupied, huh? I'm gonna need the anarchy on. Kind of want to have it veer off this way. Straight. Oh, no, you don't. Go straight. Oh, that's elevated. That's why. If I do that, that's going to create a left and right for them to go. It's for experimental purposes. I want to see if by putting a slip road in there, will it cut down this branch of traffic? Because the people in this area can now have an alternate route to get this way to get out of this section, or they can go this way and get out of this section. Because, I mean, this section of people here can kind of use this slip system over here to get out of the city. And grab another sip of water. Oh. Yep, highly recommend it. Always have a drink while you're playing a game. More cargo coming out of there. You still got a lot of traffic going here, but not as red here anymore. Now red here. I just kind of took one problem here and moved it over here. I'm looking at this now because it's a T-junction. I know a lot of times when there's a T-junction like that, you kind of want to build a roundabout so you can keep the traffic moving in a direction. The issue with this is that's ramped. I mean, I could build a roundabout here. Let's pause. I think I am. I'm going to build a roundabout here. Let's temporarily delete this and this. Okay. Let's get out our road tool. Let's pick the most shitty road we have, which is the gravel road. Pick a straight road. And start here on this junction, this hub. We had it. 120. Where it snaps. Well, I suppose we could work with 120. So 120. 120, 20, 120. Now we'll use the curve road tool. until it snaps. Okay, so we have our circle in. Now, can we connect these up properly? That'll go in there fine. This where we need that anarchy tool again. I'll go in there. This could come in there. Now this. No, it's not raised up. It's just because it's with barrier. Page up, page up. Click. Let us highway. Industrial road, nope. I don't think we're going to need a 4-lane. I think we're only going to need a 2 going around there. Sidewalks. Rid of this in the center so it flows around in a circle. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that achieves our roundabout, but does it achieve what we're looking to do? Create flow. Okay, let's unpause. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this left-hand lane here is making things get messed up. We don't want that. We don't want an exiting lane here. We want this one going around. So if you come down this ramp, you've got to go this way and go down, or go around this roundabout. We don't want you going in the opposite direction. So we need to change this. So this is a, what is this? But it says it's a 2-way, 1-way road. So maybe we got to change the direction of it that way? Let's try that. So we want this flowing around in a circle. Let us get the lane thing. And I don't want that to go straight. You get in the other lane if you want to go straight. And then here, I'll turn off or go straight. And here, you want to turn off or go straight. Here, I think you want to turn off. Not go straight. So you got one chance kind of to get in the lane over here. Now that's probably gonna chalk that up pretty bad till it gets flowing, maybe. I mean, this is a ramp here that I put in, so it's only one lane. Could I upgrade this to 2 lanes? Yeah, could I upgrade this here to a 2-lane so that the ones on the right side will just keep going straight and the ones that, yeah. Let's try it. Well, that forced the ground to come up because that got toggled on, but I'm not changing it, I'm leaving it. Now the only other thing we got to do here is we got to go in to the lane tool, because now we made it 2 lanes. Let's say, no, if you're in this lane, you got to go straight. You got to be in this other lane if you want to turn left. Sorry if I'm going to muck up your deliveries, but it's the only way to keep things flowing here. So you'll have a chance when you turn here to switch lanes to go left. Okay, let's get rid of the lights here too, because I see traffic lights get reappeared here. Get rid of them. There we go. It looks like it's got a little bit more of a flow to it now. What can you do? All right. That still makes the whole junction red. Wow. And our traffic flow is down now to 65%. Pretty busy and along here too. Importing goods. Delivering goods. Delivering goods to pharmacy. Yeah, all these trucks are heading to these commercial zones in here. And I kind of thought by putting in a superhighway over here that if they had to get goods around, they would use this. I mean, now some of the traffic is using this road, but not as much as I kind of figured they would. So that's why a big part of what I was thinking was to put a freeway over the top. But if the freeway and the regular road underneath are all going to the same place, it ain't going to make one hill of beans. Not at all. I like the look of this, but it's all blocked up pretty good. Look at this bus stop. Horrendous. looking at where some of those folks are going. Jeez. Yeah, traffic is flowing, but it's, I don't know, I gotta be honest, it's horrendous. Another bus coming down here now. %83 full. I don't know why it says that. It should be showing that it's 99% full. There's 74 to 75 passengers on that bus. Let's have a look at the line details on that. Got 13 buses on that. Couple of really big stops there. Add some more buses to that. My goodness, we're up to $6 million. I don't know, it's just the more I look at this, I'm like, well, I want to do that whole overhead thing to see if it'll help, but then there's a part of me that's like, geez, where to even take a bite into this damn thing? Don't reckon it all. Tricky map though. I think we've done okay with it, with what I've built, but you know, maybe if we ever decide to do a different type of style city, which might be fun, and if you'd like to see me maybe build a different type of city, besides one that's coastal, I don't know, maybe you want me to do a winter map, because I know there's not too many people that really tackle the winter maps in this game, and they are fun to play with, and they do present some challenges with heat and road clearing when it snows. Maybe that might be fun to do real soon, actually, if we're going to do it, because, you know, the holidays are coming up, and maybe we could go with a Christmas-themed, you know, type of city, or, you know, maybe if you don't celebrate Christmas, maybe we could just do it as a holiday city. You know, a holiday city that kind of celebrates all the holidays for everybody that has a different type of holiday, no matter what type of thing they believe in. Just everybody celebrates that there's holidays at the end of the year. I don't know. Might be something fun. We got some people dying over here, waiting for transport, so there's more than one that's occurring here. So I got a feeling this episode now is kind of turned into addressing some issues. So let's have a look under healthcare, and let's see, we should have our crematoriums switch to them. So we have one way over here that doesn't connect into this very well. That's the cemetery that's emptying out. We got a crematorium there, so we really don't have anything right down here. Could we get away with plopping down something in here? I mean, would the people be upset that I said, hey, if you're dying, go here? I think so. I'm going to plop a crematorium down here. What building's this? It's a high school. Okay, so death for us lives right across the street from where we educate people. Elementary school. Ooh, they got no water there. I have to extend a pipe, I think, out on this road. To help with that. Okay, well, immediately 4 hearses, I don't think I can even pronounce it, got dispatched. Okay, our one skull that was down here is gone. Hey, there's a body down here, people, pick it up. What's going on here? Do we have a death wagon coming down this road yet? Yeah, we must have, because I don't see the skull anymore. So that did address that issue. So that's good. Took care of that. And that's for heating, and we don't need that in this city. Where's some other problem areas? Well, we got lots of noise pollution everywhere. You could theoretically fix that with some beautification. It is kind of high. Really, when I stop on the... Well, no, I guess not. 36, it would be high if it was up here. What about crime? Crime is very low. We only get 6% over the whole city. Population, so... mostly adults. Wow. Unemployment rate is really good. It's only 3%. I think I'd like to move into this city myself. Importing. So we are importing a lot of goods. So that might be something that we need to look into, because that'll pull traffic in from outside your city zones to meet that need. Yeah, our oil agricultural zones. In the central part of our city is worth the most money. That all makes sense. This is all going up in value. This is all highly sought after land. Let's go back and have a look at the traffic. I mean, this is red, and I understand that it's red, but it's moving. Also, this has been fixed here. One of the things I think I should maybe do here, because I get that some of this here, goods to the company, importing goods to the company, importing goods, turning to the facility. You really got to have a look at some of these importing goods. All right, so a lot of these guys are going into the city to drop off stuff from the cargo hub. Organic food market. Turning to facility. Turning to facility. Yeah, like that oil truck. I feel bad for this oil truck that's here. He most likely is going to be traveling way over here to our oil facility. I'd be willing to bet money that's where that dude's going. Zip out. And I'm kind of wondering if I should have a slip lane to go right onto the highway. That way any of those type of vehicles that are going back to that particular facility can get right on the highway. But I'm pretty sure I built a slip lane here a few minutes ago and nobody took it. Jeez, I don't know. Got a shortage over here too of glass. Glass is produced by manufacturing plants and fiberglass plants. Manufacturing plants. Need a level 2 ore industry to get that one. A unique factory that takes care of that. Produced by glass manufacturing. And this was just a standard it's a host factory. So that was in those unique factory ones, but it says I need to produce glass. Now how do you produce glass? Fiberglass manufacturing. Just check these. Something must produce fiberglass from one of the standard industries. Plastic. Oil pump. Maintenance building. I bet you these other ones are in ore, right? You would think glass. In order to really make glass, you need sand, which is something that's dug up, right? Just keep saying it needs to be placed in ore. Seabed mining vessel. Metals. Glass. There it is, yeah. It's in the ore thing. So these things that I'm missing is attached to ore. Do we have any ore on this map? We do. It's not near any tiles I can buy yet, though. It's over here. Way over here. Okay, let's see. Let's gotta get our population up to over 70,000 to get another tile unlocked. Even grabbing this one doesn't help. I'd have to have this one available maybe to us. That's probably a big enough square to grab it. I don't know. We fighting to get that population area up because the biggest problem is we only got the one main highway, and if I keep building communities, they all need to access that highway, and right now we're choking the damn thing right now anyway. I mean, I could definitely throw in more communities. It's not a problem putting them in. The problem is having them be able to travel around. Oh, we got a rocket on the thing. Bluebird Heavy. Oh, I can launch it any time. How's it look? Launch it. Did say I want to see this thing go off. She's going. We have liftoff. We have liftoff of Bluebird Heavy. Well, look at that. Let's hope we don't have a disaster of some kind. Seems to be arching up pretty good. Wow, that's pretty cool. So, okay, and then this goes back in here and they go ahead and build another rocket. Yeah, they're going to build Bluebird Heavy 2. Nice. Allowed for some visitors. I don't know what else that really does. Chirpex facility. But yeah, I mean, I could try to, because I mean, we're having death waves, but then we're having waves of people being born, and our population is really kind of just hovering at 62,000 to get it up over that hump. This question is where would I want to build it? I'm gonna spam caller right in the middle of my video. The nerve, huh? Anyway. If you are still following the city's video, maybe you should let me know in the comments, like, if you were going to put it in a community, where would you put it? Like, keep in mind, we can't buy another tile right now. We do have some open spaces. I mean, if we were to put a community in, I would think maybe here, as long as it's not too close to this for pollution to get them sick. So maybe here and here might be a good place to grid off and make some population growth areas, because it gives them access to this highway. And I mean, we are looking for industrial jobs and demand for commercial zone. I don't really want to build that stuff up, but there is demand for residential zones, and maybe, just maybe, right in here might be a good place to put it. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and I do apologize for having the video up late. I do hope that you're enjoying my playthrough. I mean, now that the city's pretty built, there's not going to be lots to do except maybe just fix, like we did, you know, some little problem areas and try to make them better. I think I will research, though, to see what we can do about our trade school. There's got to be a way to get that to build up. I mean, it's at level 1, and all we've ever do is have done is struggled. I mean, we did have it over here at one time in the city, and it didn't kind of work out very good there. So, oh man, we got major garbage here at the high school. Where is our garbage trucks? Do we get somebody going there? Yeah, garbage problem over here too. It's the biggest problem with the garbage industry. I got it all over here. I got nothing over here to kind of deal with it. And I know there was a time when we were talking about the airport. It's like, yeah, I'd like to have some type of waste management facility over here. Maybe we can address this right now. Let us use this tool, grab this road. Let's leave it without any modifications on it. Let's make the road straight. Let's grab, didn't mean to do that. I'm going to put a bend in the road. I want to kind of use the freeform tool, and we will put a little curvature road up here. Bingo, bango, bongo. And connect that right to the highway for now. Let's put a recycling center up here and an incinerator. Don't want to really put that in there. Let's just go with that. Let's grab some power. Get a power pole coming up here. Connect that up. Let's get some water happening up here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Water. I think what I'm going to do here, I may block this off. Because the trucks are all leaving and going up there. It's like, guys, I don't want you to go up there. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yep. We want the trucks to kind of come down here and deal with the trash that was down here, which they did, but still. All right, so again, here I am still addressing problems. But anyway, I am going to put a cut in here, folks, and when we come back to Senior Citizen City, there's my save for this bloody thing. Zipping along, and I don't see it right offhand. Yeah, as you can see, I was playing around with a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But anyway, I will figure out where that save is. I think I called it YouTube something or other. And we'll save the game. And then, when we come back to City Skylines, hopefully we will have a plan going forward. And I think it will be to build up the residential. Got to get that to 70,000 before really we can get some expansion going and maybe even try to find a way to tap into the ore. I mean, to address those other buildings that have issues. Anyway, this is Old Guy Plays 1969. Ugh. Where is it? Where's that cemetery? This one, isn't it? No, what's this one? Is this one empty? No, it just says it's emptying. I thought I seen the symbol on this damn thing telling me something was full. There it is. No more room. It's all dead people. Anyway, I'm going to start emptying that too. I keep getting distracted. But anyway, this is where this video is going to end now. And oh, look at the squirrel. Well, sports arena. Yeah, sorry. Just checking on stuff. Anyway, when we come back, we will see if there was any comments of any suggestions from anybody where to build next to try to get this population number up. Or if there's anything you'd like to see me experiment or try in this, because if being honest, I'm kind of out of ideas, but I would still like to keep it going. Anyway, everybody, until next month, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I do appreciate any liking and subscribing that you do on the channel and following me along as we build this community. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.